that. And one thing that you can surely focus on in the here now is your breath. The breath is the first thing that brings you to the here and now, because it's the only thing that you are doing exactly right now. Okay? It's the only action that you're doing, whether you are doing it consciously or not. You are here and you are breathing. Are you aware of breathing? Are you aware of your breath in this moment? Are you aware of your breath? Yes? Do you ever get in contact with your breath during the day and realize that you are breathing? Do you?
Yeah, and then have to think about doing it, and it goes mismatched.
Okay. Okay. But you realize, you stop and you realize that you are breathing. Therefore you are. Okay. I would like to introduce to you Professor Cristiano Verducci, who is the head of the Department of Wellness and Wellbeing here at ESE, who is going to tell us something, he's going to bring us further, you know, in the breathing aspects. Cristiano, please.
Okay, first of all, I would like to let you come here with me because I'm here with the chair very close to me. Okay. It's comfortable for you? The topic is the body, no?
Yes.
The body. I want to see your body, please. Let me show you. We say, remember is put the member together. You are a member. So when you are together, more close, that means that everything goes right, of course. You know? This is the concept. You know? It's not just a concept. Your body is the same, you know. They talk about the cells, you know. This body, okay, what is the body for you? What is it? Tool?
Tool. And a reflection of what I would like to do with myself, I guess.
Yes, if you had to describe, what is the best description to say to achieve? Look at me as a child, you know, that I ask you, what is the body? Give me your description, your...
The body is a reflection of what the mind can do.
You're...
Yeah.
I'm a child.
I know.
Reflection, okay.
The body
I'm a
is
child.
is the reflection of what the mind can do.
Okay.
Anything that you can think, anything that you can feel, it's all in your head, but you process and you can recognize these things through your body. That's also what causes you to recognize emotions. Emotions are usually, you feel emotions that are a reaction within your body, but you interpret it through your head. So it's a tool to understand what's going on in your external environment, even though you are rejecting it.
Okay.
To put it in one
What's your name?
Julian.
Julian?
Yeah, that's me.
Cristiano. What's your name?
Julio.
Julian. Are you Italian?
What do you call the base of the house? Like the
Foundation.
The fondazione. The fundamental. Yeah, fundamental. Is the foundation.
I think the body.
What's your name?
Shivani.
Shivani? Shivani.
Yes.
Okay, Shivani.
I think the body is a medium. It kind of bridges the gap between your mind and what's outside. And yeah, it helps you feel what you're feeling, think what you're thinking, perceive what you're seeing. So it's a medium.
It's a medium. Tool, medium.
I would say it's a foundation, like a house. So if I would explain it to
Foundation
a child,
of what?
the child would not understand.
A foundation of your life, we can say.
Yes,
Foundation of what?
Foundation of life. It's the
Of
physical,
life.
just the physical.
It's just physical.
And I would say what's it called? Stomach is connected more with the mind. So when like your
Yeah.
digestion is connected more with the brain.
Okay. Your name? Mois. Mois. What is the body for you? If you had to describe.
The body is just a machine which your brain controls.
Machine.
Yeah, that's all. Which you yourself, whatever you want to do with it.
You?
Being also a tool,
Tool.
as you said.
The physical embodiment of yourself, your life. Your physical.
Just physical for you. More physical. Yeah, the body. When you say the body, for you, it means something physical.
Are we still explaining it to a 5-year-old or like a child?
Child.
Also, okay.
In the most simple.
If I had a kid,
What do you think a child say to you if I
what they would tell me
think?
if I asked them the question.
Yeah. What a child say about what is the body? If you ask to a child, what is the body?
Something big and strong. Right?
No, tell me. Please.
I would tell them that they should treat it as if it's their little home, and that
Home.
if it's a boy, I'll tell them it's a robot. I might like it a bit better, and that it's important because it's the only physical expression of yourself that you have and own, and that you have full control over, and get to that point. But it's also not as important as a lot of people.
Okay.
The importance people give it seems natural because
What's your name?
Martina.
Martina. Italian. Half. Salvador. What is the body for you? Oh, what do you think is the body? A gift.
Yeah. It is not for ages, but with the bad like this at my own job. So for me it's a gift.
Okay. I know that you have the right. A child. Think about a child. No, if I ask to a child, what is the body? What is the pride? What do you say? What do you think?
It's a vessel which stores my mind.
Mind.
Yeah, like a vessel, like a physical vessel which stores my mind.
Okay.
Because usually the body is controlled by the mind.
Okay. What's your name?
Muskan.
Muska. It's a difficult name, but I try to.
Foundation.
A foundation. Okay.
For me, body is like your asset to do such a thing.
Asset. That's nice. Really? Yeah. No, really, I would like to discuss with you because it's crazy, you know. Thing. You are too much intellectual and mature. Really? A child, I think, reply. Well, we can ask a child if there is a child now. We can bring a child. Eyes, ear, nose, feet, hands. You know, this. If you have to describe a body, we can start simply, no, by a child saying eyes. No, I think this is very simple. No one of you mention one part of your body, head, feet, leg, finger, nothing. Okay. Yes,
The
tell
thing
me.
is, you asked us how we would explain to a 5-year-old. Like, it's like us now talking to a 5-year-old,
Yeah,
not
yes.
us being the 5-year-old.
Yeah, yes, but I would like to introduce much more. For many years, I studied with physical education, what you call in USA, physical education university of physical education. I studied there. So I studied, many things around that, anatomy, physiology, all these things. And but after years, because also I started my career in the fitness as a fitness trainer, etc. So I made all everything in the gym. But even there, I didn't realize exactly what is the body, the body. Or I have a very limited understanding about that. But little by little, I leave this place and I start to research more on myself than what the others like you study. And I started really to come back to the foundation. That is, the foundation of the body is very simple. It's probably late before you talk about that cell. No, someone talk about the cells. Probably you say the cell. Exactly. You are a cell. Inside there are trillions of cells, but when we born, we have one cell, and little by little we become all these parts of the body. So when we really have to describe the body, to me the most easy way is to say a community of cells, not the other day. A community of cells is a community. When you say a community of cells, you describe everything. You don't have to say my body is a mind, eyes, blood. No. When you say a community of cells, because it is, that's what it is. In a very simple way, it's a community of cells. You know, inside you have cells that lives in environment. As you now in this moment, you are cell in this environment. You know, think about your body inside. No, if you have a microscope, now you go and you see that you can arrive to one cell or a community of cells that create bones, that create, you know, your muscle. Everything is a community of cells, you know. And these cells live. The difference is that they live in environment in the water, are surrounded by water, you know, liquid. And we are at the same time, but it's more subtle, you know. But think about you as a cell that living in this environment, and what they do. Think about the cell of a muscle, or think about a cell as that are in the same environment with other cells. So they as you do, as most people do, they do a job. Each one have a job. Heat or not? What do you think? They heat?
They hit.
Eat.
Oh, eat.
Mangiano.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Do you think they heat? They heat the cell? Do you think they heat the cell inside?
Well, our cells eat nutrients that we intake first.
What is the food? What is the cell food?
Macronutrients.
Macronutrients. Cell food.
The food you eat.
No, the cell inside. No, the food you eat, I know you eat before. But your cell inside. Well, if you have to ask to your cell, what is your best food, or what is your primary food? What is your food? If you have to interview a cell, now think about it. I have to. You are a cell now in your body, and if I can interview and say, what is your food?
I eat that with my body giving me. No, I don't know what the cell eats. I eat the same as I would eat. I eat protein, it eats protein, it goes to the disintegrated life. It eats what I eat. No.
Yeah. Okay, we know that the cells are living in an environment that is water, okay, and they do a job because someone are specialized in something, no? And so we have entering the concept of a body as a community of cells that live in an environment that is water, not just water, but just say that is liquid. They have a food, and the primary food is not water, is the same as you. Oxygen, much more, is oxygen, because the primary food is oxygen that we breathe, and they have to arrive at each cell of the body. That's why it's so important, the first step to say that it's so important to breathe, to breathe in, that is oxygen, but at the same time breathe out is important. It's not, because if you just breathe in and stuck there, what's happened? So, no, because many people say, now you have to breathe more. So the people think that I have just to breathe in because I have to, only the oxygen is important, but of course is important, but also to expel, because the oxygen is the food of the cell, but the cell breathe and release at the same time. So all the come si dice in inglese, anidride carbonica, carbon dioxide, something like this, okay? Anidride carbonic, and all the product of, because the cell, the difference is in this environment, they they do all the things there, you know. There is no toilet. There is not a toilet in the body, so the environment is the same. They release. So there is important to that all these prodotto di scarto, byproduct, have to leave the body, because if you remain in the body, the cell start to live in an environment that is not a good environment. This is the concept of health in a very most simple way. Health is when the cell live in a healthy environment inside. So if we are able to leave this environment of the cell clean, and this is the very natural hygiene, we can say, so the health starting to grow, okay? It's a very simple concept, you know? Without thinking about which food I have to eat, with how much water I have to drink, doesn't matter. So, what is the first things to clean this environment? That is not external, of course. We are in the philosophy of everything is inside, we have all the technology, everything inside. So, there is something inside we have that can clean our body and can grow up our health.
Filters, like our body has built-in filters or absorbs certain aspects. I mean, when food goes through our intestines, only the good, the positive nutrients are absorbed through them and then into our cells later.
Yeah, and the
byproducts
right
are
the cell.
cleaned out.
But this is very later, you know, because the cell doesn't matter if you eat this or that, doesn't matter. First, if you don't breathe correctly, that means that you have to breathe in and breathe out, not just breathe in and clean, because breathe out means clean. When you breathe out more, you activate a sort of vacuum cleaner in your body. No, there is I don't want to talk now about. There is the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is not the blood system. It's the system that is a sort of I call vacuum cleaner. You know, so to switch on this vacuum cleaner and start to clean, you have to start to breathe out simply. Because breathing out, much more than breathing in, means that you start to activate this vacuum cleaner that starting to, you know, relieve all the toxins, whatever it is, have to come out from the body. In this way, you start to clean your body and your health starting to grow. This is very simple. So the breath is really crucial, we can say, no? Not just for our health, now we see that little by little we enter in much more, but now starting with the foundation. The foundation of the body, if we have to talk about health, is so easy. If you talk with a scientist, no one can say, no, this is not. And they have to say much more, but if we have to be very simple as a child, you will see that you have, if you want to improve your health, you have just to clean your body. And to clean your body means, little by little you're entering also in other things that we can do. But first, of course, is the breath. Because if you hold your breath, all the things of the cell remain in the body. And starting to, you know, pollute it, we can say. Pollution, it's about pollution, you know, of your body. So the more you are able to release from your body, and you will see that little by little, and this is a very nice concept of elimination, no? Education is the same. You have to eliminate from you. The more you eliminate, you will see the more you are clean, the more your health come up.
It's like when you play sports, you know, when you're sweating.
Yes, which sport? Who practice sport here? Of course, you practice sport. Which sport?
I did golf.
Golf.
I did a lot.
You know?
I'll say that.
Yeah. Now? Nothing. Wow. Breathing now. I have to. I show you. Okay, the gym. 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 What do you do? What are you doing in the gym?
Just weightlifting.
Weightlifting.
Just those two.
Okay.
I would say anything where you sweat.
Women. So please.
Yoga.
Yoga. Meditation. Mindfulness. Also mindfulness. Wow. Nothing of physical activity. But breathing, are you interested in breathing? If I told you that breathing is a physical activity,
I will do my best.
you can do. Wow. this is what I'm launching now in all over the world, you know. I'm just saying that just breathing is enough for a physical activity. And also here in the Department of Health and Health is Wealth is really a foundation here in the school. Health is Wealth that he is playing and Elio, but you know, of course, it's the foundation of everything. So this is not something new. Health is the foundation, and the more you are healthier, and et cetera, without mentioning. But this is really a foundation. But we are really to let the things very simple, because this is simple. You know, we don't have to complicate it. So with the breath, you can do whatever you want. So if you want to improve your health, I just explained to you. Okay, let's go. You have a question? Come on. It's enough. I breathe. When I finish my career, I'm going out from fitness and whatever, wellness, and I'm also into natural medicine, holistic, all this the personal growth, whatever it is. I need 1 year of sabbatic. Okay, it's cleaning the city. It's nice. A sabbatic, I say I want to stop everything, but what I can do in this year without doing a job, without no interest, I start to say, okay, I start breathing very much in different techniques, schools here in Italy, all over the world, etc. So I say, okay, I take the breath as a job. I want to breathe night and day as a job, and still in the morning I start breathing. I connect my breath means that you simply voluntarily want to continue without say stop. Have you ever tried? Breathing without.
Just like cycles?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like breathing exercise, not before you sleep and stuff. Just fall asleep.
Connected breath. Connect the breath, no, and without stops. That means that you really, with your will, voluntarily, you want to go. It's like you start for a walk, never ending. It's the same. So I did it for probably 1 year, and there I really jump into another dimension, and I start to understand much more. And of course, the book of Elio comes to my life, etc. So I understand immediately what is many of the things, because I have experience before then, you know, trying to understand what the book and what is the idea of the book, the ideas and the principle there is in the book. So when I find the book, I say, this is me, exactly, what I'm living, what I'm just experiencing. And now I'm here after 20 years. But just to tell you that really the thing have to be simple. And breathing is really very, 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 so much powerful that you can imagine. Now I'm into I create this project called Revolutionaire, and but just to have a name, but doesn't matter. Just to say that I would like, also on the book is mentioned, the real problem of the humanity to me today is the underbreathing. You know, underbreathing is really, we can call it sort of a new, silent, new. It's nothing new because it's old, but it's a sort of silent pandemic. I call silent pandemic because you know, no one recognizes it. No one recognizes that we are underbreathing. And that means, what does it mean, underbreathing, for you? What do you think?
Not breathing enough.
Not breathing enough? For what? For everything, we can say. For everything. So we can say that we breathe just to survive. No? So we have to say that we are not living, we are surviving. Because each one of you are affected about that. It's not a sort of pathology, but a sort of condition that is not, for my experience, so good. So this is the real problem. When you start to recognize this and trying to, what is the solution of this, is starting to breathe voluntarily. I just saying this, I don't want to say correctly and techniques. No, it's not about techniques. It's about being more conscious or have more attention of this function, okay? The more you give attention to this function, and you will see the little by little, you don't need techniques or a master or guru or teacher. The breath becomes your teacher. Tell you exactly how, when you are, is the moment to stop, is the moment you continue, the moment to, and So I would like to do some exercise with you because I create a sort of three, I call pillars, pills, and pearls, because it means that really, pearls because it's three, is a synthesis of 20 more years of experience I did. So it's sort of pearls because it's something special from my point of view. It's a sort of gift to the humanity, and it's very simple from my perspective. And are pills because it's something that you can have in your pocket. You can bring and use it wherever you want. And it's pillars because it's really a foundation from my point of view of the team of breathwork, because today also is probably is globally and is mainstream now. Everyone talk about breathing. You mentioned meditation or mindfulness. Everything have the basic and the foundation on breathing. But they use techniques. They say breathe like this, breathe like that. Okay. My experience is this, and I create these three pills. So if you want, we can do it together. No? So, are you interested or not? So let's start to do something. We talk about the body, so let's start to do something with the body. So it's very simple. You have to stay, sit wherever you are in a comfortable position. Just with eyes closed or open, doesn't matter. This is very hot now. I think that is nice to. So the first one is, I call it listening, to listen the sound of the breath. The breath make a sound, no? What is the sound of the breath? So it means that you can hear. When the air pass, now we use only the nose, not the mouth, just the nose. The air passing through the nose, in and out, make a sort of sound, no? So you produce the sound, of course. Now, with your intention, attention, intention means that you now produce the sound in and out, and at the same time, put the attention and listening to the sound of the breath that you produce. You have, lo sanno già fare, immagino. You already are able to do that. You don't have to learn nothing because, no? There's nothing to learn. Just put the attention on the air that make a sort of sound and do it voluntarily. Let me hear something. Are you afraid? Too much attention. You see? No? No. Okay. Seems simple, but it's not so simple. It doesn't matter. This is something that you have to put on your pocket. That's a pill. Because probably tonight, before sleeping, I don't know, tomorrow when you wake up, now probably you are not so comfortable, I understand. But probably this is something that you have to remind, really. This is something very, very special for me, because little by little, you will see that it's something that is also is always with you. You know, it's something that is inside of you, and it's always with you. When you want to get in touch with, also now you talk a lot about myself, yourself. What is the self? We don't know that. But when you start to, I don't want to say identify, but put as an object the breath as a master, as yourself, as the real self, we can say, or as a bridge, someone say a bridge between visible and invisible. Doesn't matter what you name it, it's not important, but the things that you can connect, that is inside of you, it is for free, no? It is for free. Doesn't matter if you are poor or rich. You can do it. You can have it. So it's interesting, you know? And is always available, so you can connect with the breath and listen 24 hours for all your life. So this is another very interesting thing. And what more?
Makes you present in the moment.
whatever you are the subject, you want to be present, well, if your attention is on this hair that's passing and you voluntarily do it, you are 100% present. I can guarantee to you. There is no techniques, nothing that you have to learn, nothing that you have to do. You want to be present now in this moment? And be sure that you are present 100%? No? Because yes, you can say, I want to be present. Okay, nothing. No, but you are 100% present when all your attention and intention is on the breath and connected to the breath, to this source. Little by little, you will see that it's something that comes from you inside. It's not something that you acquire from the outside. And doesn't matter now, in, out, you will see little by little, the more you connect it, and the more becomes one, internally and externally. And everything becomes one. Also, the vision of become one, of oneness is easy, because when you are connected with the breath, you become no one and everyone at the same time and the same moment. So, what we can say more? The second pillars, I call it movement, because that's what I say to him. It's a physical activity. If I'm starting to breathe in a certain way and move the diaphragm and everything, you will see that it's much more than all the movement and all the sport I did. I can use it as a physical activity if I have to do it. So let's start to think about the movement and how we can feel there is a movement in our body. If we place the hand in our chest or belly and starting to breathe, let's do it, let's try to do it. We immediately understand that it's a movement, you know? Move not just the chest, little by little, the more you do it as an exercise, as a walk, and you will see that is a movement, you know. What's the name of Salvador? You say it's a physical activity. You will see that the more you do it, and the more you say, oh wow, my body, my blood, my heart, everything, much more than a marathon, I can guarantee to you. Marathon is nothing. If you start breathing for 15, 30, 1 hour, without stop, marathon is not. You start to sweating, you start to, weightlifting also is a
Yeah, it's not the we can meditate for like days on end in the mountains, like just without any clothes, just being there.
nothing. With your body, we talk about the body. Is the primary function, but is at the same time is the more inner technology that it's amazing. Not just for health, I told you, or just for everything. Little by little, you will see is the solution to everything, because also in the body, I say body book is the same. Okay, but just it's a name. In the book is mentioned, that the body is the real dreamer. The body is talk about the breath as an instrument, as a tool, as whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. But the most important thing is that you have to understand. You have to today probably are much more involved in thinking about there is something that is you yourself, is the real self in action. We can say. The more you are connected to, it works, and it works for everything. I think it is the solution to all your problems. I don't know, what is your problem now? You have a problem? Something to resolve, something to... No. But if you have a problem, let's start to be in the present moment and breathe and connect to the breath. You will see the solution comes to you. In your mind, if it's something that you have to do, or if you have an exam here, if you have a choice to do, if you have a boyfriend or not, you want or you don't want, doesn't matter. The breath is your boyfriend. If you want, why not? Is your company? No? If you want, why not? If you want to connect with the breath, it becomes your boyfriend. And so the movement is the second one, and we can experience much more probably later or another time. And the third one, are you interested in the third one? Yes, is the vibration. It's like the sun, you know, the sun is light, warm, and vibration, no?
Also, it's like sound frequency, no? Frequency is vibration.
Vibration means that little bit you will see that it's not just air, oxygen that moves, but the more you are connected, the breath, and you are connected to the vital energy. That is energy. So you breathe energy. Now it's not something that, but just to mention, everything is energy, no? Material that we can see and touch, and immaterial. The emotion is energy, yes. Is energy that is not, that we cannot touch, but is energy. The thought, what is the thought? Energy is like the body cell. Yes, it's energy, but it's more subtle than the emotion, you know? The self is, yourself is energy. Is the most vibrate at the most higher level where everything is connected, where everything is one. So you have to come back there. And then there is nothing to understand, because there everything is clear. Understand is the mind that want to understand. But when you go beyond the mind, if you arrive to the self, it means that you don't need the mind. The mind is at your service. But it's not the one that governs yourself. That is the difference between the mind and, doesn't matter with the name, beyond the mind. If you're able to go beyond, even there, how is possible to go beyond the mind? Now, in this moment, if I want to go beyond the mind, stop thinking, stop going in another level inside of me, that is not the mind.
What would you do first?
Huh? Sleep. Breathe, yes. Breathing. You connect the breath, and little by little, the breath brings you beyond the mind. The mind stops. The thought, whatever it is, emotion, stop. And you vibrate in another level that contain, govern even the mind and your body, whatever it is, and your reality. So everything is energy, but now you have to be the yes, you have to be the creator. So the moment that you are able, responsible to, this is a responsibility, no? It's in the book. Responsibility responsibility have the same root of responsibility, response, respiration. It's crazy. Even responsibility have a connection with the breath. And there is many statements that say, the wider, the open, the freer, the more free is your breath, and richer, longer, healthier, wealthier is your life. Yes, now it sounds crazy, I know. If I have your age and I'm here and listen to me and say, this is crazy, or this is something, or doesn't matter, it's not something that you have to believe, it's something that you have to experience in yourself. You know, and probably here we will meet in the future, and you say, Cristiano, thank you, because I have students that we are starting to introduce this. I start to introduce this in a visionary leadership program that we did here in 2010 with 40 Turkish students, and some of them I meet them now become really very, very a master of their life, and I appreciate. And I remember when I start breathing, and I say these things. Now I say, okay, Cristiano, this is something that, so I can expect it that you now can understand. This is not my expectation or beliefs. There is something, but I really appreciate if you start to experience this in yourself, because it's in yourself. You don't have to gain nothing or learn nothing, but probably discovering yourself. It's a sort of self-discovery, self-education, self-awareness, self-mastery. You can start from this. This is self-discovery. It's a education, if we have to talk about education, is the real self-education, awareness at the same time, and mastery one day, for sure. So if you want to become a master of your life, reconnect with the breath. But let's finish with this exercise. Siamo andati fuori? No. Exercise, this experience with you. The first one is, I say, vibration. Okay. The first one is starting here in your belly, you can say. Okay. So we start with the vocal. The letter is A, A, A. And we trying to produce it, the Ha, but don't think about the Ha as a vocal, so, but as feeling the vibration in your body, okay? I started and you can follow me. I breathe in and trying to feel the vibration in your belly, okay? I move forward 7, 10 times, whatever you want, okay? When you, it's not easy in the belly, but little by little you starting to, with your hand, you start to feel and perceive, no, this vibration. U, here in the stomach. Ooh, that's good. Finally, we start laughing. It's nice. Ooh. Here, it's easier. Ooh, we start to feel the vibration here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. You got it, no? Vibration, doesn't matter. It's important that you start to feel the vibration. Doesn't matter, ooh, ah, oh, whatever it is. But if you want to follow the ooh, ooh, oh, here. Oh, this is easy, to find the vibration here. Oh, the chest is easy. It's easy, no? No, now you understand the vibration, what it is. A on the throat. 7, 10, doesn't matter, whatever you want. E, here. It's an exercise, so it's a physical activity, I show you. Okay, E. And we finish with the M inside the mouth, you know, here. Just to also, this is nice also to relax all the, if you have tension on your neck, here, you know, you study, you stay. If you have tension here, this is the he, and the M is very important, because it's important also if you want to use it as there is some blocks you have, you know, or something that is not functioning, your digestive system, no, part of your body, you can see that, you will see that the more you relax and this vibration is longer, and the more that part and the energy, we talk about the energy, of course, of that part starts to, if you talk a lot, etc., or if you have problem to say something to someone, you will see that you're not able to have this part open, you know? Relax, take this, and little by little you will see that these blocks, this starting to dissolve. Very easy, because you are the one in charge, if you want, of your body, of your energy, and with these simple things you can do it. M. Try M. Try the M. You do meditation. You say, okay. You do this probably. The what they name the mantra, the mantra. They use the mantra for that. Yes. But we don't think about mantra, whatever it is your vocals. We're just playing with this, you know. You will see inside your mouth, your teeth, everything starting to relax, you know. So even your face, your muscle in the face, you know, your eyes, whatever it is. At the end of your day, it's special, I think, because you stay there probably, you know, before sleeping, you can take one of these, and the movement, and the sound, so you are now free, big. We can call big, with you, always with you, okay? Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bravi! We finish.